Okay, hi everyone. It's Guru Jeff. I'm here with my student Billy. Hi Billy.
How are you doing?
And today I'm trying to convince Billy to start studying cane fighting with me. So Billy, how do you feel about that? You know, I really think you should do the cane fighting. I know you have a few concerns about it, you know, but what do you think?
Well, I guess you would call them misconceptions. But I feel like that's why we're doing this. So the first thing I would obviously ask is why?
Okay.
Why cane fighting?
The reason I want to do cane fighting is because it's a legal and legitimate way for an ordinary person to develop a set of skills that they can use to protect themselves against people armed with knives or clubs or just multiple opponents. You know, in other words, the cane can act as a force multiplier. It can give you ability to generate more power, more striking potential, extend your reach, and it's 100% legal. You can take a cane like this, ordinary cane, and go around anywhere, and no one can stop you legally and say, hey, you know, you can't have that here. So that's why I think cane fighting is a good thing. What other things are you concerned about?
Misconceptions, like for example, you normally wouldn't see younger people, say like within my generation, millennials, walking around with canes.
Not normally, no. But I'm a physical therapist, and as a physical therapist, I see people of all ages having to walk around with canes, whether you sprain your ankle, your knee, any kind of running injury. A lot of times for people to be able to go to work, to go out with their friends after they've been hurt or injured, a cane is a real useful item. And like I said, it's a tool that you potentially can use to help protect yourself. So it's a good device.
So you mentioned that it's a tool. Now, with that being said, like obviously the materials it's made out of, you know, certain lengths that it comes in, those will all come into play for.
Absolutely, absolutely. Like this is just a standard wood cane, and I like these the best because they look the most innocuous. You know, very innocent. It's just a straightforward cane, and it with nothing fancy, nothing that screams out, "Hey, look, self-defense tool." No, it's a cane. You have canes that could be made out of aluminum. I have a friend who makes custom-made canes out of titanium. You see people walking around sometimes with polycarbonate canes, like there's a company called Cold Steel that I don't endorse, that makes polyethylene, polypropylene, I apologize, polypropylene canes, you know, synthetic plastic materials. They're very strong, they will work, but now I think you're kind of pushing the limits in terms of, you know, what looks ordinary, what looks like a weapon.
Right. So legalities will come into play now.
Mm-hmm.
I guess will be the next thing we can touch on.
But yeah, no, exactly. I want people to be able to use a cane that you can walk around with, that can help you walk, help you get around uneven surfaces. Like I said, it's perfectly legal, legitimate, and it won't get you in trouble if you had to protect yourself with it. You know, as with anything, we always say that, you know, protecting yourself, you have to make sure that you fall within legal limits. You have to truly be in a situation that would warrant the use of potentially deadly force. You know, otherwise, you know, you don't fight.
Right.
You know, I mean, if you can get away, great. If you can't, then you have to fight. And then if you had to fight, it's nice to have something that you can justify having in your person and not totally as just a weapon to be walking around with. As you might get in trouble with, say, a knife here in New York City. Here in New York City, the authorities frown upon citizens walking around with blades.
Right.
You know? Even like I've heard some people say, oh, well, you know, you're walking on collie sticks. Collie sticks are legal. I was like, yeah, I mean, you might be able to carry walking sticks with you to the training area, to the dojo, to the club or whatever, not nightclub, but training club. It's okay, that's legal, but most of the time they're going to say, why would you have your collie stick with you, when there's not class being attended to or something. But a cane, if you're using it for your walking, your knees, your hips, your back, that's perfectly legitimate.
So if I didn't have any problems, physical health problems, and I still was using it?
Well, that's the thing. Okay, if you were, let's say, young and healthy and no issues, then maybe you wouldn't be using a cane. But then you wouldn't be attending the class. You understand? But I mean, it takes time, not a whole lot of time, but it does take some time to get proficient. To be able to feel like you can spontaneously use the cane to protect yourself in an effective manner. And here, when we train, we will have a lot of basics about how you would hold the cane, whether it be palms like so or palms like so, whether you hold it mid-shaft or closer to the hook or closer to the bottom, where you might have different types of grips. We'll be teaching all of those things, how to swing the tool maximally, learning how to use your body mechanics. So perhaps you might not feel comfortable walking around with the cane, which is fine. But in terms of martial arts ability, coming to class learning how to generate power with your body, to have a more stronger, effective strike, that's useful. Coming to class and learning how to use a tool, to learn how to gauge distance, to protect yourself from a guy with a knife, potentially, or a club. Being able to develop that sense of distance and timing is an important thing. And so those are just some of the benefits to training with a cane, to learn how it can be used as a weapon. And sometimes I personally feel it's more interesting than just using a plain 26-inch or 28-inch collie stick. Because now you have a tool that you can, have some comfort using, have some familiarity with it, so you can maybe share with your grandparents, share with your uncles, your aunts, if they chose to ask you about it. It's not, when we do cane fighting, it's not just about us. We learn how to develop fighting skills so we can protect ourselves, the ones we care for, the ones we love, and fight for the things that we believe in. So cane fighting, like knife fighting, can be shared with others.
When would you be offering these classes?
Oh, okay, well, right now the intention is to meet twice a week only, on Sunday afternoons. And the classes will be held here in Flushing, Queens. And, if anyone's interested, give me a shout out. Okay? Any other questions? Or we'll save for next time. All right. Billy, thanks a lot.
Of course.
Everyone, see you guys soon. Thanks a lot. Talk to you. Bye.